today with what is going to happen with crypto. Uh, and yeah, there is some concern, and I've heard a lot of it. I figured it's something I would address. I touched on it last night. But first off, hi guys, I'm the real Randy Chavez. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My bays, I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So, just to address everything, no, this isn't going to be a crazy, like, dump all your stuff video, but we have been seeing some dips. We're going to continue to see some more dips. Oh, hey, what's up, Linux? Hello, Fabulous Camping. What we have is, let's start with OMI. OMI is down more than 5%. You know, Bitcoin is down 5%, but OMI is down at the point, I think, from the last resistance, like 2 weeks ago, it's down 40%. Since yesterday, it's down about 10%. So you're saying, like, okay, why is it crashing? Well, there's a lot of FUD going on right now. And the FUD is just being fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And what that means is just that you're going to have people saying, okay, well, they haven't announced Pokemon, they haven't announced Disney, they don't have it. And, you know, if they had, they would have announced it, or they have to fix the marketplace first. And, you know, how do they ban these people that are doing all these scams, are bidding on these, they're bidding on NFTs, but they're not exactly, what do you call it? They're not paying for them. How do we fix that? This whole thing is a lot of immaturity. And to their credit, yeah, some of those are small concerns for me. Not really. I mean, you don't want them to grow too quickly. And what they're doing, again, the developer is saying that they don't want to grow too quickly so that, you know, it goes to the moon and the site crashes even more. What you're going to want, sorry about that, guys. I got a little bit of a thing on there. All right, so let me get to this here real quick. What's up, Legion? Jose Cohen says, I bought yesterday. Don't worry, I bought yesterday too. I'm going to buy even more today because my payment cleared from eBay. What's up, Jana? How's it going? Family says, you dip, I dip, we dip, he, she, me, dip, dipping, the study of dipology. It's first grade, SpongeBob. Hey, what's up, Six Packocalypse? Literally bought OMI 10 minutes ago. Oh, good, you bought the dip. Congrats, Linux. Korean starting a new megacity. Oh, all right. I told you South Koreans are very, very good at what they do. I did buy there months ago, actually. Save us, Lord Randy. Of course, Arya, of course. All right, so let me get into this. Outside of that, you're going to see another dip probably within the next... Hang on a second, guys. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. All right, hopefully that's a little better. You're going to see another dip when the owners liquidate, and that's a big thing that you're seeing too. You're seeing a lot of FUD about the original investors saying they're going to sell all their stuff. So you're seeing a lot of people trying to take profit now, whatever profit they're trying to take. I think a lot of people are actually losing money because they think that, all right, well, once the developers and the owners, they sell their billions, like hundreds of billions, because they all have a couple billion each as far as OMI coin, it's going to get dipped down to 0.004, 0.003. Might as well get out now and rebuy in back then. I would never lock in my losses like that because, again, they're probably going to sell off their stuff before they get announced on any big exchange. But on the off chance that they get announced on Binance or something like that, and then they dip, okay, they're probably going to absorb everything that they're selling. They're probably going to absorb it, and then it's still going to go up. So even though most likely they're going to take profit and sell some of what they had originally invested, it's probably going to happen before Binance, and yes, it probably will dip. I still would never lock in losses like that. If you bought at 0.006, please do not sell at 0.005, even if it goes down to 0.004 or 0.003. This can only go up. This is going to be one of the last chances we have about getting it. But again, I'm going to buy today just because I buy whenever I have. I'm going to buy whenever I have money. I don't take into consideration like, oh, well, based on this chart and this candle, because if you like something long term, if you believe in a long term thesis, it doesn't matter what you buy it at. And you know, if you want to try to get cute and try to time everything, you can try. Maybe you'll either get lucky or maybe you're one in a billion people that can do that. But again, Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, they can't do it. Cathie Wood can't do it. They just buy companies that they like whenever they can, and they hold through the hard times, and they will take profits. Cathie Wood has to take profit at some point just because she can't have more than 10% of, let's say she has $100 million. She can't have more than 10 million in Tesla because that's more than 10%. She has to put a new filing in, so she's got to keep it at that level. But obviously she's she and her company ARK Invest are worth billions and billions of dollars. So again here, Alone says just bought yesterday 0.0062. Let's be patient and hope. Yes, Alone agreed 100%. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it probably goes down to 0.004, which either way I'm buying today. So because I don't care. I could be wrong. Most likely scenario is that they sell a little bit on like May 11th or something, and then they announce Binance the end of the month. But on the off chance they announce Binance now, it's going to go up through the roof, and whatever they sell is just going to be absorbed, and do a lot of cross trading there. What's 5% of 5 million? So let's take a look at this. We're going to have 1% of 5 million is 50,000. So 5% would be 250,000. So that's 250,000 is 5% of 5 million. Amar Youssef said, bought more OMI today and will buy again tomorrow. Heck yeah, Amar Youssef. Heck yeah. Cool Sheet, what's up? Says more than the real Randy Cougar Hunter. All market dipping today except ETH and Doji. Oh yeah, so that's another thing. ETH reached an all-time high. What was it, 3,400, 3,700? It's nuts now. It is nuts because you have a lot of anticipation for Gary V's announcement tomorrow, having a bunch of ETH in there. And if you have a bunch of ETH, you're probably going to be able to use that to buy something else. So people are just having that. I don't know if they're buying the rumor and selling the news as soon as he comes out tomorrow with something, or if it's just going to be that they're really excited for it and he wants to have ETH because he's coming out with a currency based on the ETH platform, or what have you. Again, I don't know. I'm not really a part of it. The only way I'd be a part of it is if tomorrow he says, yeah, I'm partnering with OMI and I'll just buy more OMI tomorrow. Although I don't think I'd be able to. I think I just have more. I have a lot less. I just have less money. So. Jose Cohen says, you rock. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Jose. Yo, bro, your camera's blurry AF. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what the... Is it still blurry, guys? Let me know. Keep me posted if it's still blurry. Oh, man, I don't... If it is still blurry, keep me posted. Gary Carter says, I'm riding the Doge rise until I sell it all to buy thousands of OMI on its lowest dip. OMI to the moon, still need time to get in point. Again, Doge, I have no idea. It could go to 50 cents. It can go to 60 cents. It could go down, once Elon Musk says, yeah, this is just a joke. You guys are crazy. But again, I think on May 8th, he says something about Doge, whether it's good or bad. I don't know, because he's hosting Saturday Night Live. This is annoying me. I'm so sorry, gentlemen. I will get a computer at some point, and then we will fix this. We'll fix this issue. Actually, let me try this. Let me try it with the shirt here. Not my fingers, not my hands. Oh, that is much better. Oh, yes. Oh, look at that. You can see my beautiful face. Linux says, have you seen the Doge show? Alone touch 0.57. What's going to happen at the 8th? Internet is crazy. 100% it's crazy. Doge is doo-doo, says truth. Again, I'm not buying because I can't. I don't believe in it long term. So again, short term, you still might see some gains, but I can't say one way or the other if you're going to or not. Titus says, I want OMI to go down further. I want to reach my 2 million mark. Yeah, I want to go down further as well. Oh, Mr. Mo Lester down there. That name is crazy. I'm hoping Doge reaches $1 so I can cash in to buy some OMI. If I did have Doge, I would sell now just because it's near or at those all-time highs, and I can buy something not guaranteed, but something that is much, much different. I could buy something that is much more stable, like Bitcoin or OMI. Bitcoin's definitely more stable, but OMI I think has a lot more upside. But I haven't talked about Earth 2 yet. So Earth 2, with the delays and the crypto that they have, yeah, there's been a lot of fun with Earth 2 as well. Once they announce whether it's on GoChain or whether it is actually GoChain that they're using, the GoChain token, or they're using GoChain and they're creating their own cryptocurrency, or it's OMI. Oh my God, if it's OMI, am I Scar from Lion King? Because y'all should be prepared if they announce OMI. But either way, whatever they announce, you should have as much money as you can to buy whatever Earth 2 is using for their in-game currency, for their in-game crypto, because that is going to be bananas. It's gonna hit the fan and it's gonna go everywhere, and in the best way possible. Moving on. Alone says, Randy, I love your videos and streams, man. Thanks for keeping it up. Much appreciated. Yeah, of course, Alone. I love you guys so much. You guys are just, and again, this is more for the European ones. right now because they're at least awake. The ones at night, I love it when everyone joins at night because it's fun. We have a good time. We drink together, not really. But thank you guys for 10 likes. But it's hard for Europeans because it's like 3 or 4 in the morning at that point. It's like, all right, I feel you. So that's why I got to do this for European folk. Titus says everyone playing with Doge once party's over, they'll be back to OMI. Yeah, and I hate to see people if they get screwed on something, if they're wrapped helically around an axis. Yeah, they're screwed. I hate to see that. That's why I don't recommend it because I don't see it as anything long term. But again, some people bought it at a penny, 5 cents, 10 cents, and they made a lot of money. So I'm happy for them for that. But I hope they lock in their gains and their profits before crash comes. Cool, she says, what if tomorrow Gary announces he's partnering with OMI and OMI is switching to ETH chain? So yeah, that's the other thing. OMI is switching to most likely ETH chain, but they are definitely getting off of the Go chain link. Makes sense because ETH ready. Yeah, oh, God, that'd be. Well, that's the other thing. Buy right now in case that happens tomorrow. Because if that happens tomorrow, you're gonna see OMI go through the roof again. Maybe he might announce his own exchange where you could buy things, and that's why he wants you to have Ethereum. I don't know why Ethereum's got whatever you're doing, whether it's NFTs, a lot of gas fees, but for OMI, yeah, it's going to be huge. So he could announce his own exchange tomorrow, and that could be one of the places that they're going to go. OMI's going to be listed on. Good to see you stream. Oh, what's up, Brandon Zwerlik? How's it going? Basilio says, hi, I bought heavy at 0.0059 last night. I think I'd wake up. All right, honestly, if you're buying under 0.006, you're winning. That is near, not the all-time lows, but it's near the lows that we've seen the last couple months. Before the big spike, 0.0051 was the support line. And it still is right now. Right, to my knowledge, it hasn't dipped below 0.0051. If it does dip below that, expect to see it go down a lot more. Because that's the last support line. After that support line, I don't even know what it is. But after that, expect it to go much lower. And again, if it does, it might hit that and bounce up. It might hit that and keep going. It might not even hit that at all. It might just stay here. But yeah, when they have that giant sell-off, again, not giant for us, I expect it to dip, and I should buy that hard. Whenever that is, I don't know. If anyone knows when it is, let me know. I think it's May 11th or May 18th, something like that. If it's next week, I'll be fine. I'll have a couple G's ready. Freddie Mercury says, hello, Randy. Nice to see you again. Buy more OMI is so cheap. 100%. I'm buying again today. Brandon Zorley says, I get paid Friday. Hoping OMI stays down. I hope it stays down for you as well. Mark Cuban said Dogecoin is legit. Yeah, Mark Cuban is one of the proponents of Doge. And even, it's weird how some things that should accelerate certain cryptos don't, but like little tiny pieces, like when you have these things coming out, like let's say Bitcoin. I put Bitcoin in the title. Let's talk about that. It's down 5% off of those highs. I'm surprised it's still under $100,000 with all these things coming out. ETH looming. Nobody is buying the rumor and selling the news with Bitcoin. They are waiting for the news before they buy. Like when they had all these things that MicroStrategy and Square and Tesla and Twitter are putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet, doesn't really move that much. With Tesla it did, but everyone else it hasn't. When it's announced that only 900 Bitcoin are minted a day, and then you have 2,700 being taken out by a bunch of these companies each day, the price doesn't move. But then when every one random thing gets announced, like AXA, they're going to announce that they are starting taking life insurance payments via crypto. They're not even keeping Bitcoin on their balance sheet. They're converting it to fiat. Those stupid MFs. I hate them. I hate them so much. Or when a nightclub announced that they were going to start accepting Doge. It's one nightclub in Miami. How much Doge do you think they're going to get? But Doge went up because of that. It's crazy. And again, you have all the same with. I feel like OMI and Bitcoin are kind of following the same path. I mean, most altcoins are because they're attached to Bitcoin, but they're following the same path in that you have all these great big catalysts coming out, like the artwork on the Batman and the DeLorean, and just the artwork on the NFTs is beautiful. And you have some of these people that are into FUD that say like, they're just going to pump it up, they're going to sell everything. 2 years, they're going to sell absolutely everything, and we're going to be screwed, we're going to be left holding the bag. No, it's absolutely not. Why are you going to put that much money into the artwork of Batman? That much money getting all these licenses. You didn't need all these licenses if they were just going to pump it up. They might need a couple, a couple big ones, and that's it. But again, they have everything, and I'm super, super excited for it. But all these big catalysts that should be making the price go boom, it's not. All these catalysts, prices going sideways, and OMI's case going down. Again, longer the base, bigger the breakout. Those two will be a race. It's going to be a race. And Earth 2 is not even a player on the board yet. Once they announce what crypto they're going to, heck and moon. Keith Smith says, Mark Cuban said, oh, yes, I just read that. Hey, KrepoBrooke, how's it going? KrepoBrooke does amazing thumbnails for me, does amazing everything for me. Link to his YouTube channel down below and everything. He's great. Xylotonic says they will just delay it. Like they delay every single thing. Yeah, Earth 2 delays a lot of stuff. But they, again, for good reason. They want it to, instead of just essence and resources, they want it to be attached to a crypto or something on a chain or something along those lines, which I'm 100% on board with. Celio says Earth 2. Forgot about that for like 2 weeks. Yeah, I think it's calm before the storm. 100%. Alone said, do you ever think of building a small place for the community, like a Discord or something like that? Somebody made a Chavez Topia Discord, but I don't run it. I don't do anything on it. Nobody. It's a ghost town. I was thinking like on Facebook, like, oh, Randy Chavez Live, the Randy Chavez show. Like what should I name a show? I am thinking about that more and more now because I do have a little more time. I'm retired, so I don't, I'm not working 16, 18-hour days. I mean, I'm still busy, but I'm not nearly as busy as I was. So I don't really have time to sit on it 24/7, but I would have time to pop in, multiple times a day. Hey, how's everything going? Conversation. I mean, it's hard for a lot on Discord just because I don't use it that much, especially with Twitter. Just everything's taking my attention. So yeah, let me know if you want me to get a Discord, and I'll try. I know people have been asking for that since Earth 2. I'll let you know. Kbegon says, I'm going to buy more OMI now, waiting for Bitforex to transfer my BTC. Heck yeah, get it. Get that bread. Brendan Zorley says, are you going to buy a house with your OMI bag? No, well, not yet, not immediately. If I do buy a house, actually, if Aria Realty is still watching, or those of you that know who Aria Realty is, one of the biggest YouTubers in Earth 2, one of the biggest players in Earth 2, has over $500,000 worth of net worth in there, despite only putting in 40,000-ish, maybe 50. We are actually talking about, I'm going to Florida next year, and he's talking about kind of following me, coming with me and starting what's called, I'm not going to give away the name, but something with a real estate business where I kind of don't want to do because I just retired and that's going to be a lot of work, but at the same time, we're both veterans, and for veterans in Florida, you don't pay property tax. Taxes already in Florida, like state tax are non-existent, but no, property tax for veterans is a huge thing, and we both have what's called the VA home loan. So we could each get separate places that we both live in and then rent out most of it. Or just, but I live there you have to live there for like a couple of days a month or whatever in order to be considered living there. And for the most part, just live with my girlfriend or Steve, or I don't know yet. And then we could do that. And what we could do is either be at home, you don't have to put any money down. So that's what I would do, and I would keep OMI because I don't, and then use everyone else that I'm renting out to pay the mortgage. And then at some point, if I have an extra, even 50 grand, because houses are cheap down there, put down a small down payment, maybe buy something that's like a fixer upper, spend maybe 50 grand fixing it up or whatever. And then what I would do is that once the value goes up, I would borrow against it. I would get a new mortgage. That, let's say the mortgage was at 300,000, now I get a new mortgage at 400,000. I only put 50,000 into it. The new loan pays off the old loan. I net the difference, and then I go and buy another house. That's what I might do with that. Again, it's really complicated, and I'm clearly thinking about it. But yeah, me and Steve's got a lot more knowledge of me in realty. I don't at all. So if I do that, it won't be with OMI. OMI I want to keep for a long time. I would sell Tesla. And some of my Pokemon cards before I would sell OMI because again, long term. And Tesla's already built in so much wealth. It's already several $100 billion. OMI's nothing. OMI's, God, that's gonna be huge. Legion says, maybe I will buy more OMI today or tomorrow. Nice. I did want to go over when is a good time to retire and how you can trust it. I don't know if I'll do that tonight. I'll touch on it now, though, because in these things, as we're buying the dip and as we're able to have NFTs to rent out and sell out, kind of one of those passive incomes, those residual incomes, I'll touch about that because I touched on it. I went through deep on it last night. If you have things in Earth 2, like buildings that you have, like that you're renting out the space for, and it's consistent, okay, if you're doing that and you're making money on tiles each day and you have ad revenue, as long as it's consistent and you can live off that, by all means do it. But live within your means. I'm just going to tell you a quick story of The Millionaire Next Door, where you have, if anyone hasn't read it, it's a good book. I'm sure it's available on something that's audio. Maybe Audible has it. And what happens is that there's this one guy who's a janitor. He lives on his block with a bunch of other millionaires. And people think, how is this happening with this janitor? Well, he's not just a janitor. He owns a janitorial company. He drives a crappy car, and he goes to work every day. He doesn't just hire people and just run it from, like dispatching. He actually works it himself, and that's how you know, like, okay, he's not telling anyone to do anything that he's not willing to do himself. He's out there in the trenches with people, doing all of it, and that's how he affords that $1 million house. Or if you have someplace like, I think SM Pratt mentioned this, where you have two surgeons, let's say they both make $400,000 a year, right? And in 10 years, one person is worth, $700,000, and another person is worth, $8 million. Well, how does that happen? Well, one person, they go out and they get timeshare with their friends, aside from another big house, they have these fancy cars. They spend money almost as quickly as they can make it. They live a very lavish lifestyle, and they have fun. They have a great time. But after 10 years, they're only worth $700,000. Whereas the other person's worth several million because they buy a modest house. They buy like, if you live within your means, it is much easier to retire. It's much easier to say, like, hey, I'm only making an extra $50,000 a year, but that's all I need. Or if you're making $30,000 a year, $20,000 a year, and you're making $80,000 somewhere else, when you have $30,000 coming in from NFTs, coming in from Earth 2, coming in from staking, renting out everything, and then for me, I would take that $80,000 job and I would leave right away. I would leave and just try to fill that gap, just because again, I'm single and I'm a little bit younger, and I don't have that. Again, that's what I did. For those of you that saw my W-2 or my 1099, I made a lot of money that I quit. Actually, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I left for Earth 2, and now OMI. I left for Earth 2 before I knew OMI was a thing. So this might be, because it's from my accountant, so if I show you guys exactly what it is, hopefully it gives you some more confidence in OMI, in Earth 2. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm going to try to... All right, where are we going? Where are we going here? Okay, so that's for the Chavez Trading Company, Chavez Canto Project. I'm just going to show you guys exactly what I'm leaving for. Okay, which one is this? All right, this is for the Chavez Trading Company. With 2020 was a bad year, a very bad year, and that is $174,000 that I'm leaving. That I left. I already left. I closed that for Earth 2 because that's in virtual reality. Because virtual reality is $1 trillion industry. Virtual real estate's a $1 trillion industry. And then OMI with virtual art, virtual NFTs, that is also a $1 trillion industry. So I know, even though I took a huge hit by not making all that money anymore, I know I'm going to surpass that. If it's not this year or even next year, I know it's going to be, I have to get in now and put in all the work for it to be that huge. And outside of that, oh my God, this is going to be, all right, so that's for the Pokemon business. Oof, oh man, yeah, taxes are going to be heckin' huge. Oh man, yeah, that's going to be rough. Anyway, I just wanted to get that over to you guys because I want to let you know that this is not something that I didn't just quit like a 30,000 a year job or 50,000. No, I was making six figures just from the Chavez Trading Company, not including the Chavez Canto project or anything like that. So, which is the Pokemon business. So this is something that's going to be huge, both of them. And when you can retire, it depends on you. I left a six-figure job to do this, and I'm nowhere near making six figures now, but I plan to. Because if I didn't, if I were just only doing it a certain amount of hours a week, I wouldn't be able to generate as much wealth as I can now, where I can put all my work into it, cover OMI. But YouTube in general, I think I can make a couple grand each month as long as I keep up with the videos every day, I keep growing the audience, and I keep and enough about me. This is probably how to retire and how to go on. Let me answer some more questions. Basilio says, yeah, we're still winning. Just a bit annoyed that I can't buy more this morning due to limits from Cash App. Yeah, Cash App only lets you withdraw a certain amount each week. I've had that issue. Coinbase, oh man, Coinbase makes you wait 5 days to withdraw another wallet. Oh, that's rough. Alan Wang says, are some OMI whales selling? Yeah, the developers, they locked in, they had a 2-year agreement saying, okay, hey, we're going to, excuse me. They had a 2-year agreement saying we're going to lock up our OMI for 2 years. And then after 2 years, you can start to sell. I don't know if they're limited to how much they can sell, but from what Dan Crothers said the other day, they're not going to, hiccups. What he said the other day, they're not going to sell, they're not going to sell that much. They're just going to sell enough. And you want them to sell because they've been working probably for next to nothing the last few years. You don't want them to be worried and stressed about how they're going to make payments. They want them to pay off their house. You want them to be comfortable so that they have a better mindset so that they could work better. They could work more efficiently. That's what you want. That's what I'm hoping to get out of this. Rafael Rodriguez says, real world usage means a lot. Yeah, well, real world usage, I mean, what is the real world? I mean, NFTs, even though I'm 100% for this virtual art and virtual reality in real estate, in the real world, it actually doesn't have much application. It's all virtual. But that being said, people in the real world are all in, balls to the wall on virtual real estate. You have that lady on CNBC saying, we're creating an ETF specifically for virtual real estate. Oh my God. I don't, the fact that people did not jump on Earth 2 after that interview was bananas, was just so wrong. It just, what are people taking crazy pills? My God. And then virtual NFTs, disrupting collectibles. Not even just disrupting collectibles, virtual art, where you have these, just virtual art in general, worth hundreds of billions, because you have actual art that's worth that. You have actual art being painted, made into an NFT, and then burned, so that more value goes to the NFT. Oh, Maxwell Cook says, in one of the interviews with Vive, he said, in the future, you'll be able to use Batman and other NFTs as your avatar. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, instead of just us, that'd be awesome. That'd be great if you have like Blossom, Bubbles, or Buttercup coaching Batman, like, get him back on defense, if they're having like a fight with Joker or Harley Quinn, or if you have them all playing basketball. That'd just be really fun. I hear noises, but it's outside, so I don't care. CeeLo says, stick to YouTube. I don't have or want Discord. Yeah, no, the only time I would get Discord, I wouldn't just go off YouTube and only stick to Discord. I would just get Discord in conjunction to what I have. And I would just hop in there every once in a while. And it's hard. It would be hard to go on voice chat. I would have to do mostly text because I stream now for an hour and a half each morning and an hour and a half each night. So it is, yeah, it'd be hard. It'd be hard to do that because my voice is pretty much killed throughout the rest of the day, despite me drinking water, despite me drinking everything. That's just what happens. Lynn X says, I still think Discord is the best choice for your community. I can do it for you if you want. Lynn X, were you responsible for Chaveztopia? Someone made a Chaveztopia one that like nobody uses. If I'm gonna do it, I'd rather try to do it myself. But Lynn X, I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. Thank you guys for 25 likes. That means a lot. Everything y'all do does. Keith Smith says, Aria Realty got bumped off the E2 leaderboard. I know he's not in the top 50 anymore, but we still love him. Lynn X said, Basilio, you still will do YouTube? Yes, just community thing. Bait Maximo says, what do you think OMI price is going so? What? Just because it's hard to buy. Like if you try to tell getting a boomer to go on Coinbase even is a mission. Like, you're able to do it, but it's like, all right, that was rough. But having to tell a boomer, say like, okay, now that you have Coinbase, all right, so buy some Bitcoin, and then what you're going to do after that is you're going to get this Bit4x or Gate.io, whatever. You can get this Bit4x app, and yeah, it's a Chinese company, and yeah, the reviews aren't that good, but that's only because it's not user friendly. And then you have to sit and babysit them and hold their hand and say like, okay, and to make a username, oh, two-factor authentication. Yeah, they're gonna be so frustrated. Boomers can't, they're just not doing it. So one, you don't have any of that wealth. All the wealth that's being generated in OMI is people like us, late 20s, early 30s, people up to the age of like 45. Same thing with Bitcoin. A lot of the wealth is happening from people in their 40s and below. Very few institutional investors are in there because it's not just easily readily available. You can't just buy an ETF, but you can buy ETFs but you will be able to buy ETFs of Bitcoin, but you're going to be able to have other people get in once this gets listed on a better exchange. Right now, it's just hard to buy. So most of the wealth is generated by us, people that don't have as much money as the boomers, but also at the same time, because they haven't announced Pokemon or Disney yet, and there's only 250,000 users. At this point, there's probably maybe 300,000. But yeah, and that despite that, people don't know about Vivi yet. People don't know about Vivi, they're not going to know about OMI. I did it in reverse because I thought Earth2 was using something on Go Chainlink, which they still are, as the founder of Go Chain is following Shane, the developer of Earth2. And I was like, oh, okay, well, what is on Go Chain? It happens to be OMI. So I was like, oh, that'd be great. Bait Maximo says, it's good to buy more. I buy more whenever I can. I'm buying more today. Mahalo Klajic says, cheers, bro. Cheers, mate. I'm so sorry. Mihajlo Kjajic. I don't know. How to pronounce that, please. It says, okay, as long as he doesn't stop tubing. I'm a bit of an old man and tried out Discord in the past, and it just wasn't for me. People have been dislike people due to their true colors coming out. Oh, wow. Yay, I got 30 likes. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I would never stop YouTubing. I'll YouTube until either I flatline or I don't have a voice anymore. So hopefully, yeah. The only time where you might see breaks, even no, because if I go to the Poconos with my girlfriend who has a house up there, the place has like no internet. But outside of that, even if I go like to Europe to visit people, like if I go to Scotland to visit my friend Siobhan, or I go to the Netherlands to visit a bunch of you guys that are on there, England, Austria, Germany, when I go there should still be internet. So even though I can't use my phone, like, texting, whatever, I should be able to still use it and if not stream, at least upload a video or maybe shorter streams while I'm on vacation. Imagine drunk Randy Chavez as soon as he gets off the karaoke stage, buy more OMI is good for you. That'd be pretty fun. John Robert Yellen says, just joined, what's happened to my OMI? Do I need to take out a mortgage on a cardboard box right now? When I go to the bank, I'm going to see if I could also borrow against my Tesla or borrow against what Bitcoin I have. I'm going to borrow against it so I can buy more, because it's down to close to the support line. And I'm buying knowing that if it goes past the support line, if it goes below 0.0051 and it goes down to the fours, it might go down to low fours. And I'm buying knowing that it could do that it could dip even harder, another 10 or 20%. Because I know that it's possible, but I know that long term it doesn't matter. Long term doesn't matter if you buy 0.004, 0.007. You're going to the moon. We're going 10 cents. 10 cents by the end of the year, though it's not even close. It's not even a hard call. You're 20xing your money at this point if you're buying. Again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. That's just my opinion of what's going to happen. Keith Smith says, I don't got any OMI, but I'm 5K into E2 long-term hodl. Very good, very good. Yeah, I put maybe 11 to 12K into it by now. Yeah, it's a lot. I have to buy more because the giveaways I have are gonna be huge. OMI dump in, buy. Yeah. So, and this has not yet begun to dump because you have those people that are gonna sell, those original investors gonna sell off billions, and it's gonna be great. Cool Sheet says, I just now bought another 200,000 OMI at 0.0054. Oh, you did it, Cool Sheet. You mad lad. I hope it stays down there. I'm gonna buy some more after this stream. Actually, we are past 30 minutes now, so we are going to say, what are we gonna say? Because every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want us to last. Need you by my side. Yes. So every 30 minutes or so, I try to give my Patreon members a shout out. I love those guys. Freedy Mercury says, I believe in you, Randy. That's why I invest in OMI. You're an honest person, and you know what you're doing. I'm happy I found you because of Earth 2. Yes. Thanks, guys. Yeah, and my goal is to. Well, this is kind of like my way of like sticking it to the man, because I was right about high risk lending. I was right about Tesla. I was right about Pokemon. So I started making videos on Pokemon Tesla when it was still so much room to grow, and there is still room to grow with Tesla, but just over the years, not being severely undervalued like it was. And why I did that is because everyone else was saying like, oh, sell Tesla, CEO is bipolar, whatever, Pokemon's cardboard, and I was like, no, I'm right. And as I was continuing to be right, I'm like, I don't care if you don't believe me, the people that only listen to analysts, but there's going to be people that are going to listen, and they're going to make a lot of money. And I don't know whether it's ignorance of people, or they just don't want us poories trying to buy. Like, there's a bunch, like, that's happening already with Bitcoin, where I think it's Fidelity or Wells Fargo, one of them, or I think both, they're only offering Bitcoin options to their wealthier clients that have $10 million and above, that have 8 figures. Like, okay, well, God forbid us poories get in, us lower class people get in on the train before that side. They're not going to make it available until the ETFs are available, which is going to be later this year. So it's coming very, very quickly, a lot sooner than you think. Again, by October. So thankfully, I'll be able to sell that card at the end of this month, early next month. But yeah, I want to be able to say like, no, like we have the same information you do, and we can interpret it as good, if not better. I think a lot better, because you have some of these analysts that are used to analyzing one thing. Again, let's just say cars, and then Tesla comes along. It's very disruptive. They don't know how to analyze it. They give these really, really small price targets, and if you're gonna have, I guarantee you, a bunch of real estate analysts being able to try to analyze virtual real estate, because, oh, well, it's real estate, yeah, we can do that. They're going to be wrong. They're going to severely undervalue it because they don't know the disruption that's coming. And maybe you're going to have some people with art, same thing, virtual art. You're going to have a lot of people being really wrong, and we're going to capitalize on that. So, moving on, Ra says, I can see it going down more. I'm waiting for 0.005 or anything less to buy more. Right, you might get that, you might not. I don't know. Again, I always buy more as soon as I get some, but if you're waiting for that and it comes, great. If it reaches that 0.004, by all means, go in. There's just a chance that it goes 0.0051 and then bounce off there, just based on the charts. Alan Wang says, life is about taking risk. Most rich people didn't become rich from just working 9 to 5. Yeah, no, and I wouldn't consider myself rich yet. I'm definitely not in the 1%. I'm probably middle class. Well, my lifestyle is lower middle class. My lifestyle is, dare I say, poor. Like, because that's what I do. I don't go out to fancy restaurants. Every once in a while, I'll take the girlfriend out, or the girlfriend's really great because she's not like poor. She's a veterinarian, so we'll split the bill a lot of times. But a lot of times, again, I still live in a 1-bedroom apartment, where I could afford a house. I could afford a 2-3-bedroom apartment. Before this, I was living in a boiler room. So I've continuously lived a very poor lifestyle. And again, I don't go out doing much. I'm wearing the same clothes as I was yesterday. I'm wearing polar bear pajamas, and that's what I wear out, because I don't need a fancy suit. I don't need anything. But yeah, I was working nonstop. And if you want to do that, again, I've seen it in Pokemon, where people have their full-time jobs that they use to pay their bills, and then after working 40 hours a week, they work 20 hours a week at Target or Walmart or wherever. They save up money, and then they buy 4-figure cards, sometimes 5-figure cards. It takes them a while, but that's what happens. They're just so determined. Like, I want this, and no one's gonna stop me. Like, they just have. That is something. There's like a madness that some people have, where like a Michael Jordan type of madness, where it's like, no one's gonna stop me, I'm gonna do it. Like, it's almost, it is crazy. Like, there's a fine line, but it is so blurred. Like, what normal person says, like, I'm gonna eat like poop, I'm gonna eat on like $4 or $5 a day, and I'm going to work 18 hours a day. But that's torture. And I did it, and it's paid off. But some people, whatever it is, whether it's piano, whether it's basketball, whether it's working, making money, just trying to get whatever it is that they want. Like Eye of the Tiger, I started twitching at the end. I was like I would talk to myself. Like it was so bad. But people do that, and those are the type of people that are going to make it. Those are the type of people that are going to change the world, because that's their mission. Like they have to. It's a need. They need it as bad as breathing. The younger equals the more risk you should take. Yeah, agreed 100%. When you're in your 20s, that is the time to take risks. If, let's say, my friend Lou is very big into music, and he's all his 20s he played in a band, and he still does play in a band. But in his late 20s, like, okay, I have enough money, let me open up a business. He never went big time. He's played them okay. He's played a lot of big, amazing shows, but he never went like superstardom. And so he's like, okay, you know what? I'm still gonna play in a band just in case I get a big break. But he's got a couple businesses now. He's got a house now he's got two houses. So take on all the risk in your 20s. Take on all the risk. Even I would say even 30s. Like if you're, again, because the ROI is happiness. If you want to say like, hey, I'm making $120,000 a year and I'm miserable, versus hey, I'm going to be making $80,000 at this job, but it's my dream job. I'm going to be super happy. Work that dream job. Work that dream job and be happy, because it's going to be so much worth it. I tell you, I'm so much happier now. Not that, again, I enjoyed what I did with high risk lending, and especially with Pokemon. Although it hurt me to sell Pokemon cards, I left because I'm much happier now. I'm much happier. The community that we build, being able to talk to you guys every day, multiple times a day now, is great. And I feel this sense of like belonging that I haven't felt since the military, because we all have the same goal. We're all going to build something great on Earth too. We're all going to be able to sell resources and rent out stuff to big corporations. And this is going to be a transfer of wealth from the wealthy to the non-wealthy, from the impatient to the patient. And we're going to capitalize on that. Same thing with OMI. That's our baby. That is something where nobody knows about it. So we go in, we buy NFTs. They're going to go through the room, because again, those collectibles are invaluable right now. Obviously, you can put a value on them because it's a buyer's market. Everyone's selling, but you have OMI, which nobody really knows about. Out of the couple 100,000 users that are on Vivi, only 100,000 or so people have OMI, because it's not on any exchanges yet. This is some of the last time. This next dip is going to be the last time we're able to get it at this price. I guarantee you, once it goes on Binance, you'll never see it under a penny again. We won't even see it at a penny. If the devs selling that could mean something big is coming, since they have capital now. The only reason I saw it is because they want to take profit. They've had billions of coins for 2 years, and it's just in their contract. They weren't allowed to sell for 2 years. So some might not. Some might just keep it. Some might be like, I'm not heckin' selling. I'm going to keep it. But yeah, something big is definitely coming. Big things have already. They pretty much confirmed. OMI, even OMI is ranked number 14 top crypto on Gecko Crypto, CoinGecko, the 14 most popular coin, and nobody even knows about it yet. But you have these people. Someone tweeted at Dave about the collecting. He's like, gotta collect them all, and then Dave commented, gotta catch them all. What more proof do you need? What more proof do you need that we have Pokemon? Things like that just get me so riled up. Lumber is mooning. When you say lumber, like actual wood, because yeah, agreed 100%. Yeah, there's such a shortage. Million Master Broke says, so when is phase 2 actually coming to Earth 2? That will be coming. Well, they did say first half of the year, so they're not wrong yet. If not in May, definitely June. They're gonna make announcements on it. I don't know, but again, longer the base, the bigger the breakout. I'm very, very excited whenever they do come. I think they're going to announce the coin first on what crypto they're using. Putting everything into that. I'm going to over leverage myself. I'm going to need to go back to work. Better don't pronounce it. Copy that, me. MK, I'm just calling it MK. I won't pronounce it MK. How far behind am I on comments? Oh, wow, I'm 13 minutes behind. No, I did not make Chavez Topia Discord. It would be Ghost Town. It wouldn't be Ghost Town if I made that. Yeah, Linux. All right, I'll let you know then. Brendan's World says leveraged OMI would be amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can leverage today at the bank. As soon as I hang up here, 45 minutes. Well, I should shower first. I haven't showered since yesterday, and I went to the gym. Yeah, definitely. Cole Oikel, what's going on? Says I will be 1 million OMI by the end of the day. Yes, Cole Oikel, new OMI millionaire, You get it. Oh, you're fantastic. Keep going. Keep it going, Cole Oikel. I believe in you. That's great. I love it when people say like I have 100,000, and I watch them grow, and I see like they're doing it. Maxwell Cook says confirmed will be on 3 to 4 exchanges by the end of the year. 100%. I think Dan Carruthers said that in an interview the other day. We don't know which exchanges. I think 3 of them are going to be, like whatever exchanges, but one of them is going to be big. If it's Binance, if it's Binance. Anthony R says hoping we get some Earth 2 news soon. Yeah, same. And I haven't done it this week. I'll do it next week. I know I said I'd do it this week, but I'm going to sit for Earth 2, that riddle that Shane had posted. I'm going to sit in a room, listen to Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, and I'm going to figure it out. Go with a pen and multiple pieces of paper. I'm going to figure out what that quote means from Shane, and I will let you know. Again, I can't do it this week. I'm so busy, but next week it is on. Also, may the 4th be with you, everybody. May the 4th be with you. So, I feel like people are dumping OMI to try and hop on that Doge train. I would not. Oh, that would be the stupidest thing. Short term, maybe Doge goes to maybe another 50%, but no, that would be idiotic in my opinion if they were to try to do that. Roby1 Kenobi said just at work, don't mind me. Oh, Roby1 Kenobi, I love when people listen at work. Tech Ops yesterday was listening at while he was doing his walk, which is great. So I love it that people listen to me. That 65 years is great. Brendan's Worley says we might see a lot of liquidity on the weekend after the Doge pump and dump on SNL. I can't wait for that. And I'm going to be at a wedding, so I'm not going to be able to see. I'm not going to be able to see it. I want to see it live. Curse you, Mike. He's getting married. One of my childhood friends. Legacy Review says, hey, Rambo Randy. Ruben Test AR says, how much OMI do you want to buy? 10 million? How much? I have 5 million already, and I'm putting in 150,000 as soon as that big card sells. So, oh my God, if that, let's say if OMI dumps and it goes to 0.004, and I at that time have the 150,000, I will have so much. It's like 30 million OMI, something like that. I don't even know how much. But even if it's at a penny at that point, I'll still put in the 150. Again, it doesn't matter if it's at a half a penny or if it's at a full penny. I'll still put in that 150 grand because I think this is going to the moon. Everyone comment nice down below because I was just at 69 subscribers. Yeah, 69 viewers. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. Venice Dennis says, Rambo Randy. Thanks, man. Of course, Venice. Evu Hong says, I want assets which I can involve into development. Just like E2, I simply do not want to invest just because the value increases. So if that's the case, well, OMI you can stake. Not yet, but you'll be able to. But if that's the case, if you have a lot of money, again, if you stake Ethereum right now, I just happen to know Ethereum's one, where let's say you have $100,000, you're going to getting an extra $5,000 to $7,000 per year by staking it. And then Coinbase will take a little bit from that as well. But when you're going to do that in OMI, oh, heck yeah, because I'm going to have so much OMI. Stake it, even if it's 1%, it's going to be worth it. Again, for me, because it's not like you're selling it. But it's locked up. You still own it, but it's locked up for however long they need to have it for. And once that's going down, yeah, I'm going to stay because I'm not selling. If I was going to sell, oh my God, Wraithx, oh my God, the $50 again. Are there alliances or warning fractions between megacities yet? If not, it should start. Okay, so yes and no. Me and the Chavez Topia and Alpha Kingdom we're bros. We are like the US and the UK. We are it together. That being said, I have declared war on the Kraken before. And I think somebody else I have too. But it was just more of a fun thing. It was like, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna come in, and I'm gonna murder. It was a character I was playing. Which I might bring that character back. It might be like the really like war-torn PTSD, like general of Chavez Topia, and that might be fun. And then I might bring up like a young lieutenant and be like, hey Thur, just saluting everyone. Oh hey Thur, and it just might be fun like that. But as far as actual rifts between people, between megacities, I don't know. I think Silent Hunter Project might have had beef with one other Megacity. What I think everyone was mad at E2 the boss because they had E2 the boss was like, oh, Megacity, Megacity, and then he just sold everything. Um, Outside of that, British guy Dorkslayer, his followers are fanatical. Like, I mean, fanatical about him. But in that same breath, also are a lot of my subscribers, my citizens of Chaveztopia, and but outside of that, I don't see anything yet. But if there is war coming to Chaveztopia, we have oceans that you need to cross to get to us, and we're surrounded by mountains. We are very very well defended. Just saying. So moving back up here. Oh man. Yeah. So if you yourself, Evu Hong, simply just do not want to invest just because value increases. Then I would say, yeah, then Earth 2, don't just buy random tiles. Buy tiles in places that you're going to build on. And then if you have random tiles, just use that essence and resources to bring it over to that. I recommend Chaveztopia, but that's just me. I'm a little biased. Anthony R says, what's the next thing for E2? They're going to announce crypto soon. They're going to announce that first before Phase 2. Because it wouldn't make much sense. Oh, let me delay Phase 2, and then after delaying Phase 2, announce Phase 2, and not announce the coin. So yeah, they're going to announce the coin first before Phase 2. And so Wraithbacks Wraithbacks with another $5 super chat says, I absolutely believe we Earth 2 are all on the same side, but conflict makes everything fun. Agreed. The warring world, you're going to have rivals. And you might have, maybe there's some things you might have bad blood with, but there's going to be rivals. There's going to be different guilds being made. There's going to be different packs, even within, let's say, Chaveztopia. Like there's going to be cities inside of a megacity, towns, where one town is going to have an agreement with another town. Let's say in Silent Hunters Project, they're going to be buddies. Where another town in Chaveztopia maybe has a disagreement with one of the towns in Silent Hunters Project, and they have a little thing going on. So what I want it to be similar to Attack on Titan, where we have this common enemy or enemies, and we can go and fight that person, and last hit and how many attacks you get is going to be something where how much rewards you get. But at the same time, if you have bad beef, bad blood with someone, and they're fighting this enemy, you might be able to align yourselves with the enemy to be able to take out that person, be able to take out that guild. That'd be heckin' awesome. Be yourself a heel, and you might get rewards for being a heel. I don't know yet, but that's something that's going to be like, oh shiz.jpg, because that's going to be, oh god, that's going to be bananas. If you can align yourselves with like the EO, but like in Star Wars, you can be a Jedi or you can be a Sith. You can be light or dark side. So you can be chaotic good. Like in Grand Theft Auto, you could be a bad person. You could pay the hookers without killing them. Like that's good. It's going to be demonetized. Yeah, so you could be either or, and I think that's going to be something you're going to have here as well. So moving back on to my peeps, I'm way behind on comments. So sorry, guys. Doge to the moon, 50% up. Hell yeah, what's up, crew? Keep it going. Maxwell Cook says Wells Fargo, and he used to be people fighting over one. Yeah, heck Wells Fargo. Heck them. Liquid DeFi. Oh my god. John Robert Yellen with a $5 super chat. Thanks for all your non-financial advice, Randy. Saying, I think we all appreciate it very much. I'll owe you a steak dinner when it gets to 10 cents. I will take that, John. John Robert Yellen, type down where you're from, and I'll get to that eventually, because I go to Europe every year. And that'd be great. I'll take you up on that steak dinner when it reaches there. Bob says Doge to the moon. Brendan Zwirler says OMI will make you rich. Don't trip. Yeah, 100%. OMI will definitely make you 100%. Again, I'm risking retirement on it. I'm putting 150 grand. I'm selling my prized Pokemon card, which I killed myself for last year. Paid a record price for it, and then obviously it went to the moon because I was right. I paid 80 grand for it, selling it for over 300 now, but it's so special to me, and I have to sell it because this is going to go to the moon. I'm going to be able to buy it back, even if it's $1 million by 2030. Be able to buy it back with ease. Alex says, hey Randy, my mom just bought 3.5 million OMI. She doesn't know it yet though. I sold some silver I was holding for her and put it into OMI. I tell her when we hit 5 cents so she doesn't have a heart attack. Alex, your mom's going to be a millionaire also, if she's not already, but I have a feeling that you guys might be. Because you and Investor Ali are like the biggest holders that I know. Next that comes to that is my friend Predict. She has 10 million. I only have 5 million, but I'm going to get there. Brendan Zorlik says, or at least wealthy. Yeah, no. But again, rich, you could have, I've had clients that were worth 7 and 8 figures or 9 figures and they're miserable. So if you're happy, that's the biggest reward in life. If you're happy, if you have people that love you, could be family, could be friends, whichever. Or I'm very lucky that I have friends that I consider family. I talk to you guys more than I do a lot of my friends because we have common interests or interests. We're looking out for each other. We want to make sure that we're going to the moon. Again, this camaraderie I haven't felt since the military, and obviously it's much better here because the military is like our life sucks. Let's get drunk. And but you have those times where deployed together and it's like, I love you, man. I love you, bro. But we have that here too, so it's great. Alone says in 20,000 plus, I'm 20,000 plus in debt because I wasted so much money on garbage. I hope this 500,000 OMI will carry me out of that hell. Let's all drink a coffee and chill in peace when it hits $1. Yeah, when it hits $1, I'm getting an OMI tattoo. But alone, yeah, this 500K OMI, we'll be able to take that out again when it hits $1, or even before then. But you know what I mean. Brendan Zorley says, LMAO, I love that, Alex. I plan on giving my parents some OMI that I've set off in their name once it reaches a decent price point for them to realize I'm a genius. I even told my parents, I was like, hey, when it hits $1, I'll just pay off your house. They're in a retirement community, but they're they're in their 60s and 70s, so they're going to be a little old. Well, no, 50? No, she's not 70 yet. Mama's not 70 yet, but yeah, they're in retirement homes. Like, all right, I'll just you don't have to worry about that. You'll have a little extra money, so you don't have to pay a mortgage each month. But outside of that, that's going to be one of the only things I do for family. Again, I was adopted. A lot of it's going to be philanthropy. A lot of it's going to be going to visit you guys. It's got to be visiting in virtual reality and then visiting in the real world, so we can go in virtual reality together. Oh God, that'd be amazing. I can't wait. Brendan's Rolex says, I feel. Oh, Brendan's got 5K in debt, but Brendan's got 450,000 OMI, so it doesn't matter. Vittori Jean Pascal says maybe the OMI's decrease is related to what they published yesterday, and they announced that the founders' tokens will. Yeah, that's probably what it is. There's a lot of FUD right now. The fear, uncertainty, and doubt. They're going to sell everything. Oh my God! And people like us are just going to buy the dip. Like, by all means, all the bad press. Like, I get excited. Like, I used to get excited when Tesla got bad press. It goes down, I buy. When Earth 2 and OMI or Vivi get bad press, great. Let me buy more. That's great. I love bad press. It's amazing. Maybe the OMI's decrease. Yeah. Oh, beginning May 9th. That's when it. Okay, good. Sunday. Okay, good. So on the 10th, the 8th is a Saturday and Sunday. So on the 10th, when I get paid, we're gonna have a bunch. I have some good stuff. Doge and ETH is mooning. Yeah, ETH is going to the heckin' moon. I don't know how much of that has to do with Gary V saying, hey, like him and his millions of followers, hey, get ETH, and they all do what he says. So John Robert Yellen says, I have 530,000 OMI at the minute. I'll stop when I hit 1 million. Keep it up, John Robert Yellen. Keep it up, JRY. Brendan Zorley says, founders said they wouldn't liquidate, but they would take profits. Yeah, they're not liquidating the whole thing. They'd be stupid to liquidate their whole thing. But they're going to take some profit, which I don't blame them. Yeah, they take back their initial investment and then some. Brendan Zorley says 150 billion in their possession. Oh, that's how many they have. Yeah, if you look on the top holders for OMI, and the first 100 people have a billion, have multiple billions OMI. So yeah, makes sense. John Robert Yellen says, Vittori, yeah, but they also said that the more exchanges are coming, the coin less than not. Yeah, and I'm pumped for that too. I'm pumped for the more exchanges because the more that happens, the more it's gonna go to the moon. So I'm liking when it's dipping right now, but when it reaches above a cent, it'll be like, okay, all right, no need to dip anymore. Just go to the moon, do your thing. Because when it breaks out, and it will, oh my God, that's good. There's gonna be so much money pouring into that. John Robert Yellen says, I just watched a video where a guy was saying that people who are panic selling and dumping the price just don't understand it. They're exactly. That's pretty much what we went over here. They don't understand it. They're the same people that, bought Pokemon trying to get in, and because the barrier to entry for Pokemon wasn't that high, depending on what you bought, everyone's going in, and then it became everyone's trying to sell, so there was a bit of a rise, and there was a dump because now it's a buyer's market for a lot of things. At least for the things that there's a lot of. But if you go on Japanese stuff with Pokemon, the barrier to entry is a lot higher. Gold Stars, first edition PSA 10s, the barrier to entry or I'm sorry, not for gold stars, they don't have first editions, but PSA 10 gold stars, barrier to entry is a lot higher. And the people that have that money, the people that have that 5-6 figures to spend, they're not as stupid with money to like just buy and sell with a quick flip. They don't do that. They know exactly what is going to happen long term. So, Cam Bauman, how's it going? Says late to the party here, so I think I missed the E2 portion. We can go back to that. Basically saying that Earth 2, their next announcement is going to be the coin before Phase 2. So even if Phase 2 is not until Q3, when we're in Q2 right now, Q2 ends in June, January, February, March, yeah, April, May, June. Where they said Phase 2 was going to be in the first half of the year, which would be Q2 the latest. I'm okay with them delaying it because again, the essence and the resources, everything's ready to go, but they delayed it because they wanted to attach it to a coin, a cryptocurrency, which they're doing, which I'm 100% okay. So they're going to announce which cryptocurrency they're using. We're all going to buy in. It's going to be a gold rush, and then they're going to announce Phase 2, and then we're going to be able to do things. So I can't wait. I'm so freaking excited. And then not even including their 7-figure tech deal that they had. Shane still has not said what billionaires he met that week. Gonna be ridiculous. Alex says, I think it'll be a cool surprise. She's coming to see me in Dubai in October and November. I'm hoping it goes to 5-10 cents before she comes over so I can sell it off and have the cash in my account to give her. Oh, Alex, that's amazing. Keep it up, Alex. You're a good son. You're a good person. Freedy Mercury says, I start to collect Pokemon now with my son. Oh, good for you. Says I like it more than him. But anyways, everything what I do is for my kids and family. E2, OMI, Pokemon, cryptocurrency, to the heckin' moon. I believe in you, Freedy Mercury. Ray T says, have you managed to cash out some money from Earth 2 yet? My identification verification will take forever. I don't cash out on Earth 2, so I haven't even tried. And I won't. I'm going to keep doing Earth 2 forever. At some point, will I cash out? I might sell some tiles eventually, or sell some properties, but that's again like I don't even have the option to sell. I don't want it. I don't want to sell. If somebody offered me $100,000 the other day for my account, absolutely not. Declined it flat out. And even though the account is only worth $60,000, give or take, I'm not buying that because then I have to, in order to try to rebuy 20,000 tiles, I'm gonna have to spend that whole 100K. So I'm not doing that. I have really good locations. I have a lot of things on top of it. I'm not. So again, I declined 100K for it. If you want to offer me 150K, I still probably wouldn't do it. Allah Sehaune says, so what's up with Earth2.io? I think I just answered that. Gary V just went live. Oh, Sam Brent. Gary V just went live. Tell me exactly what he's saying if anyone is up there. Again, Raythax, thank you so much. That $50 super chat means the world. Go on your question. I'll just go through it again. Yeah, alliances or warring factions are going to be great. There's nothing official between Chavez Topia and Alpha Kingdom, the Guidebook Gaming, but we're 100% allies all the way. We might be like rivals as opposed to like, oh, let's finish this challenge before you do. Yeah, there might be rivals, but for the most part, we're friends. Outside of that, I would really like to take on or maybe even fund, like be like the Rothschilds, fund both sides of the war. Let's say we have something like Lone Wolf Tavern of E2, and then you have someone else coming up. I don't know if they're as big as Silent Hunters Project. I don't think they are. But let's say the Lone Wolf Tavern versus another, let's say the Lone Bear Tavern, and then let's supply both of them with essence and resources and weapons, and have them both pay us back. That would be amazing. Funding both sides of the war. It's like a Dennis from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm playing both sides so that I never lose. Like, that would be really good. Venice Dennis is nice. Higher Ground says, any news that the VV market will reopen? It was supposed to be yesterday. It was supposed to only be by the end of this weekend. And Mother of God, Raythax says, we shall always be allies. Yes, 100% Raythax. Raythax, we are going to be allies forever to the end. Raythax, you put more super chats in here than anyone, and a lot, like the $50. There's multiple $50 super chats. Raythax, you're just going ham with that. Yeah, we're always going to be allies. Honestly, Raythax, you could blow up the Randy Chavez statue that I'm going to build, and I'll be like, oh, it's okay. If anyone else do that, they're going to get murdered. But you would be like, it's an accident. It's all right, Raythax. You're good. Um, so past that, VV market should reopen this week, if not already. And right, thanks again with that $5 super chat saying I absolutely believe we Earth 2 are all on the same side. Conflict would make everything fun. Yeah. We're all on the same side as far as we're all going to get rich from it. But yeah, I want there to be like treasure hunts. There was already, kind of the treasure hunt with the Earth 2 Easter egg hunt, which they have been paid, but they have not received their NFTs of that egg yet. That NFT of that egg for Earth 2 will be when phase 2 starts. Hopefully next month. Well, hopefully this month, but hopefully next month. If not, it'll be soon. And then yeah, actual treasure hunts would be legit. And that'd be great if they put it on someone's property, but that'd be great if they put it on a property that wasn't bought yet. So we have to buy property and to try to that'd be really smart for them to do. Ruben Testy AR says, if you think OMI is a good project, why do you think the price has come down this last week? Because it's some people are taking profits. So there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. A lot of people that don't see it, that either don't listen to me or just don't see eye to eye with me. They're just saying like, hey, it came out that the original investors are going to be able to cash out starting May 9th, which they are. They could sell everything if they wanted to, but they're not going to. They're not. They are. If they are smart, reading the writing on the wall, knowing that this is going to go to $1 by the mid-2020s or 10 cents by the end of the year, they're not going to liquidate all that much. But whatever they do is going to be bought up by people like me and you, by Investor Ali, by Alex, by Predict, by me. Again, we're gonna take that. We're gonna buy as much as we can because again, by the dip, you're never going to see the prices that low again. That you're getting your favorite thing at a discount. Like if Reese's peanut butter cup, was like $1 per one, then it dips down to 50 cents per package. Buy the freaking house. Bet the freaking house on it. That's like back in the day when you had these fighters coming over in. This was from Joe Rogan. He said like, yeah, we all knew about these fighters coming in over from Russia, and they were killers. They were monsters, and they come in and they're about to fight in the UFC for the first time, but nobody knows who they were, so they're underdog. Oh, you bet the freaking house on them. Same thing with this. You're seeing our favorite things, our favorite stocks, our favorite coins, our favorite virtual reality things at a discount. We know where it's going. Buy as much as you can. Again, that's what I'm doing. Not financial advice, not financial advisor. And again, I'm doing it for the long term. I could spend $150,000 at a penny and it goes right down to half a penny. I could spend it at half a penny and it goes right down to a quarter of a penny. I don't care. I'm still getting it at a fantastic price. Buster's Garage says, yeah, the PvP servers on World of Warcraft MMO was fun, but it was just good, solid fun to run around with your friends and occasionally get wiped out. yeah, 100%. So that's what PvP, a war, and you could opt out of the Warring World. If you're, let's say, a builder and not a fighter, you could opt out of the Warring World. But Warring World, they said, will have a lot of benefits. So even if I get my clock wrong, even if I get my poop rocked, yeah, I don't care. I'll be in the Warring World. It'll be fun. It'll be a good learning experience. Thank you, Luke, saying well said. And John Robert Yellen with that $5 super chat says, thank you all for the non-financial advice again. I think appreciate it very much. I owe you steak dinner. I will take you up on that steak dinner. I am 15 minutes behind on comments. I'm so sorry, everybody. Luke 001 says 100K OMI holders and 250K VV users. 100K OMI, yeah, and that's what it was like a couple weeks ago. So it's probably increased by that point. Breedy Mercury says, pay the hookers without killing them. Yeah, that's chaotic good. Zane Bensing says, OMI killing me. Is it softly? Is it with these words? Sorry, everyone comment down below if you recognize that reference. But yeah, it's gonna kill people. There was a dude that put 150,000 in at 1 penny, 1.1 pennies, and now it's down to here. Do you think he's freaking out? No, he's just like, well, he's probably a little salty, like, oh, bought it the wrong time. Same way I'd be salty. It's like, well, bought it the wrong time, but short term you bought it the wrong time. Long term it's still going here, so it doesn't matter. You think that person is selling? Put $150,000 in, and now at like over a penny, and now it's half that. Do you think he's selling? Do you think he's locking in his losses? And no, he's not doing that. Never will he do that. Oh, it's reached past that hour mark. So. If I was a rich girl, na 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 na. Yes, I'd have all the money in the world if I was a wealthy girl. Some Gwen Stefani for you. God, I love her so much. your channel is going to blow up once everyone else realizes the potential of OMI and Earth 2. I believe so too. So guys, this is going to be the, again, calm before the storm. Remember what this is like, where we're all where I'm still able to read all the comments, where I'm still able to interact with you guys one-on-one like this, or 1-on-59 like this. Because at some point, I believe when instead of 2,800 users or 2,800 subscribers, I have 10,000 subscribers, and then just comments. Blah, 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 I was like, oh god! And the only way I'd be able to read comments is if someone does a super chat and it's highlighted. And so I remember these times. Only going to be these times for a certain while longer. Again, when Earth 2 goes parabolic and VV goes parabolic, and so does OMI. Yeah, it's gonna be great. But again, like my OMI goes to $1, and at that point, let's say I have 25 million of that OMI coins. I'm not going to be any different. You're not gonna see me. Well, maybe at some point I'll drink a glass of champagne. But we did it, boys. We did it. And girls, I know there's a couple girls on here. I'm not gonna. If I change, like, let me know. Be like, the real Randy Chavez, you're a douche now. Like, just no. Let me know. And back in the military, thank you guys for 45 likes. There's a thing called Senior Airman Below the Zone, where I got promoted early. You get a little bit more responsibility. You get to run shift at that point. You get to run, certain things. I said, listen, guys, we've all been here like together. Like, I'm just, as long as the work gets done, and as we're doing it efficiently and on time, we meet our SOEs. I'm fine, but if I change, if I become like a dirtbag, just please tell me. I don't want to be that type of leader, and I was one of the best. Just being chill. I'm like to think I'm a little bit humble, at least, where I don't change. Darth Vader says, "What's OMI?" So OMI is the coin that VV uses to send NFTs to each other. That's what their stablecoin is, gems, and OMI is their crypto that they use, and it is attached to every time someone buys an NFT. OMI is burned, and you're just getting so much more money because millions of OMI are burned each day, and we've already burned 3.7 billion OMI. Wraithax says $10. Says, how about a song from the 80s? Okay, all right. Wraithax is for you. Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. So yeah, going back to that OMI, that's exactly what it is. I forgot where I was in the. Okay, here we go. 12K OMI owner. There you go, Abdullah Kurbani. 12K. That is a good start. And again, once this reaches $1, you have well over 5 figures for yourself that you can do whatever you want with. Jose Alvarado says, proud of you. Oh, thank you, Jose. Thank you so much. IT Assist says, damn, that's brave. Yeah, I'm literally risking retirement on it. Wraithax, another $3. Wraithax, you mad lad. I love you so heckin' much with those super chats. Y'all, you're my hero. I love you. I love you so much. Darth Vada again, it says, what is OMI? Again, so yeah, OMI, that's the one thing that you have, and I'll explain it real quick because I am about almost 20 minutes behind on comments, so sorry about that. OMI is the coin. When you put in $1, you get gems, and that's into the VV app. Every time you get gems, OMI goes from their reserve wallet to your OMI wallet, and then right back to their vault. Why does that happen? Because that's the ledger. That's how it tracks where the OMI goes, why it went there. And every time you spend gems to buy an NFT, it goes from the vault to the burn wallet. And then that's how OMI gets burned. And that's the connection it has to it. And the more that gets bought, the more that gets burned. And you have people, they're going to be dropping things instead of once a week now. They're going to be dropping things twice a week. At first, they only drop things once every couple of weeks. And now they're going to drop once every week, and soon they're going to drop twice a week. So a lot of OMI is going to be burned very, very quickly. And not only that, they're so vertically integrated. That's another reason why they're so disruptive. It's not like Pokemon, where Pokemon, they sell to, Walmart and Target and, some other retail sellers. And then that's it. That's the only money they get from it. They don't get money when we sell cards on eBay or to each other. But VV, they will consistently burn OMI because they have a marketplace where we're able to sell OMI back and forth to each other. So that's another reason why OMI is going to get burned at a ridiculous pace. Not from an OMI risk, but from a selling your mom stuff perspective. Oh, that's why. Yeah, that's why he. Vasilio is. You're down $812.23. You're down $812.23 right now. Oh my God, I got 50 likes. You guys are the best. You're going to be able to go on and get so much more money if you hold. So please do not sell, because if you sell, you're locking in your losses. John Robert Yellen says, "Oh, I have some AI art that I bought from the blockchain, about 6 pieces or so, made entirely by AI on the blockchain. No idea." Oh wow, that's really cool. I don't think I would sell that right now, but that's. If you have a social media, like tweet me a picture or tweet me or Instagram me something, because that sounds really cool. Yeah, Luke says do not sell. Robert Yellen says you're down 180 at the minute, but I have Doge too, which absorbs some of the loss. Very, very good. Yeah, I don't know what I'm down because I bought a lot of it in the 0.0, but most between 0.0055 and 0.0077. So the average is 0.006 something. Let's say 0.0066. I'm down 20%. I'm not tripping. I hope it goes down to 40. I hope it goes down to 0.004 so I can buy more. And I hope that with a lot of things, because again, it's a long-term hold. Buster's Garage says, yeah, definitely visit Ireland. Yeah, I love Ireland. Dublin, like me and my friend Lilith were just talking about going there. I love Ireland so much. And actually when I went to Ireland last time, and I got lost, like it was outside of Dublin. I go and I say to these people, hey, this place must get real. I'm on like a carriage ride. It's like, this place must get really crazy around St. Patrick's Day, huh? And they're like, well, actually, like we've spent the last 8 years for St. Patrick's Day in New York City. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? You're here. And they said, yeah, it's really more like a religious holiday around here. I was like, really? And they're like, yeah, like, there's parties and, it can get a little crazy, but New York City's like better for St. Patrick's Day. I was like, get the fudge out of here. No fudging way.jpg. Like, so yeah, it was really interesting to see that, because Dublin's great. Dublin's a lot of fun. And even outside where you go and get lost, most everyone speaks English over there. So that's why I like that. That's why I like UK. Even in Germany and Austria, a lot of people speak English. So I like that. I don't know how much I'm down, but I'm sure it's a lot. Still hodl 100%. Crystal Poindexter. Luke says staking OMI would be great. Yeah, I can't wait for that, because we're gonna have so much. It's gonna be heckin' amazing. Lynn X said, Randy, what you got going to do with 100 viewers if right now it's hard to answer all questions, all not enough time? Yeah, that's the thing. I'm still 20 minutes behind, and it was only 60 something viewers. So at some point, let's say even if I get 5,000, if I get 5,000 subscribers, or when I get 5,000 subscribers, and I have 100 people on here, I think at some point the streams are going to have to be 3 hours long so I can answer, or it's just going to have to be like, I can't answer. I'm just going to answer whichever ones I see at the moment. And if you want to make sure your answers are seen, at that point, it'd be a super chat, which I really don't want to do, because this is like I love the super chats in general, but I don't want to make it to be like, oh, gotta pay to get attention. That's why I put out all my content on videos for free, because I don't want that. There's a bunch of people that say like, hey, join my Patreon in order to get this exclusive information that I'm not going to tell unless you pay for it. No, I hate that colleges or professors come out with different textbooks each year, so you have to continue paying them. No, I want them. Information should be free. MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor, he's got a free college because information should be free. That's how you better the world. The world is only going to get so much better if people that can afford to pay for information pay for information. But if you get people that, hey, I have a little bit of money, but if I pay for information, I'm not going to get it. Get it for free, and then that's how you change the world. If you do it for people, for the better. So Basilio says, Luke, I won't sell. I'm just annoyed. I bought a few thousand at 0.0059 last night and can't buy at this moment. Yeah, I mean, nobody ever hits the bottom. Nobody ever sells at the tippy top or buys at the very, very bottom. It's just impossible to do. Like, Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett can't do it. Kathy Wood can't do it. Nobody can do that. If they do it, maybe they do it once in a blue moon. Nobody can do that consistently. It's impossible. Realm World says, I got a couple of special delivery Pikachus. Oh my God, should I keep them sealed or graded? Those things are awesome. See what they go for sealed, see what they go for graded, because to grade now is like $20 a card to get them graded, which is why a lot of the things, even if they're first edition, if they're common or uncommon, it's hard to do that because common first edition PSA 9 might be only a little bit more than what it costs to grade. Or first PSA first day 8, you're barely breaking even. So if it's in good condition, yeah, go get it graded. If it's not, see what they sell for. PSA 10 versus sealed. Jago in Brazil says, "Hey Randy, bring the OMI positivity hugs, brother. We all need them. Hugs for everyone because you guys are." Yeah, you guys are friends, and I love you. I just farted. I'm so sorry. Sam Brett says, so far with Gary, it's just a Q&A. A few questions about his drop tomorrow. Sounds like it's going to be expensive. Probably. He says to have as much Ethereum as he can, so probably expensive. Maxwell Cook says, I've gotten 2 withdrawals from E2, though, through Revolut. Okay, needed it while I was in between jobs. Took about a week each. Was total of $800 withdrawal. Still have about 2K in though. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate that you had to sell, but if you needed it, yeah, I hope everything's taken care of. And now, like I said, to the moon. Cool Sheet says, Gary says he's selling some kind of NFTs tomorrow. Interesting. If those NFTs, no, because there's a drop called Crypt Skins from Vivi that's dropping on Thursday. Maybe it's a Vivi. I don't know what it is, what type of NFTs there are, but I hope they're a limited amount. So whoever buys them gets a limited number. They get a certain amount, and then let's say if it's 500 or even 1,000, one of 1,000 is very, very low. So they might sell for a lot. Raythax again with that super chat saying, we shall always be allies. Yes, 100% Raythax. Bays always. Luke 001 says, I feel you. Sorry to hear. OMI will drop more, but eventually will go back up. New buyers will join. Yeah. And when the new buyers get in, it's over. Raythax says, challenge accepted, JK. IT Assist says, I think OMI may have bottomed. It might have. A bunch of us are hoping that it's not, because we're hoping that it could go lower so we could buy more. But if it has, then yeah, that's fine. I have 5 million OMI. If I can't get my big buy in OMI until it's a penny, that's fine too. It's I'd rather get it down here or even lower. But if it goes to a penny before I'm able to buy it, that's fine. I'll still buy it. Even at 2 pennies, I'd still buy it. Even if it shoots up to 2 pennies the day before I buy it, knowing that once I buy it, it's going to go right back down to a penny. Again, I'm fine with that. Ricky Martinez says, Ethereum to the moon. Yeah, Ethereum's going nuts. Buster Garage is also the people that found E2 Easter eggs but didn't get the top 51. I wonder what those people will get. I wasn't able to get to a PC until 45 minutes after it kicked off. I'm not sure, but some of the people that the prize were only $100, and then the NFTs later, they got their money already. The NFTs are just going to be done in phase 2. Buster Garage says, I found 2 eggs, but I saw a lot of the red herrings. I feel you. Victoria Jean Pascal says, I'll buy more OMI too. Very, very nice. Buy more OMI. Keep it up. Oh, William Coulter with that $2 super chat saying, Randy C. William Coulter is a very good friend of mine. I worked across the desk from him in that high risk lending industry for years. And we would talk about wrestling. We talk about Star Wars. Talk about like Pokemon stuff for his nephew. Yeah, he's a good homie. He's texts me every time when he's like, whether he's driving, he's not texting and driving, but when he stops and he sees that Avril Lavigne's playing on his car, he takes a photo and then he sends it to me. It's like, Avril Lavigne or Taylor Swift, because he knows I'm a white girl, and I love that stuff. So Will Coulter with that $2 super chat. Thank you for that. That brings me over $125 super chat for this stream. Moving on to the rest of the comments. Also, people, yeah, okay. All right, so No Life Nick says, I only have 287,000 OMI. That's still over $250,000. That's good. When it reaches $1 mid-2020s, that's over $250,000. You can go to Thailand and retire on that. Why is my arm itchy? I don't know. Anthony R says, you missed my comment. Anthony, what was your comment? I'm so sorry. What was the comment? Comment again. IT says, 5 million OMI. IT says, we have the same amount of OMI. Let's get this bread. Yeah, we're going to hold forever. And when I scale, again, because I'm getting $150,000 worth, I'm going to scale at 50 cents. I might sell a little bit. I'm not even going to, I might sell 1% of what I have at that point, just to be able to get a little bit of money and put into philanthropy and all that. Or maybe a house, or maybe that house that I get into a real estate deal with Aria Realty. Freedy Mercury says, I have 100,000 and I'm happy, but when you can, don't be sad. No Life Nick. Yeah. Yeah, buy when you can and don't be sad. Congrats on 100K OMI. We're doing it. Hago in Brazil says, "Hey Randy, do you think one day we will be watching the Randy show from Inside Earth 2?" 100%. Actually, what I want to do, I don't know how to figure it out. Maybe what I could do is I could connect an Oculus Rift to a computer so that you're able to see what I'm seeing on the computer, and then have that streamed from the computer. I need a computer like that, which is fine. But be able to stream from Earth 2. And that's what I want to do. Where the channel would go as far as videos, not even live streams, just videos saying like, hey, these people are building this right now. It's going to be a moat. It's going to be a dam. It's going to be sharks with freaking lasers on their freaking heads. And Austin Powers reference for those of you that don't know. And if I can get one more viewer, it'll be at 69 viewers. Oh, it went down. But thank you guys for the 55 likes. That is amazing. And outside of that, you're going to have people going the actual building process, and then the completed building process, and then again, kids doing graffiti, in the best ways, doing spray paint and stuff, saying that, oh, hey, this is art. This is modern day art that people are going to be paying for. I'm going to be paying for it. I know 100% I will. Hey, Randy, do you think? Yes. No Life Nick says, well said, Freedy. Anthony R says, what's your tile prediction for Earth 2? Well, again, at some point, the price per tile won't matter. At that point, it's going to be what is on this property. This property worth of 9 tiles is going to be worth tens of thousands of dollars, where another property that doesn't have as much foot traffic, doesn't have as much clout to it, of 100 tiles might only be worth $1,000. So it really depends on what's on the tiles, what type of foot traffic is there, and how hot it is. It could be like nightclubs where it's hot for this month and it's not the next month. It could be hot. 69! I got 69 viewers. Everyone comment nice down below for 69. And 60 likes. Wow, you guys are great. You guys are great today. This is a good stream. This is a lot of fun. I'm gonna keep going. So yeah, that's prediction for tiles. There are sometimes like in America, they're already $50. So you're probably gonna see that again in Supreme locations. Like once people find out how much money you could make with this, again, right now it's just us. It's just people, late 20s, early 30s, a little bit stretched beyond, a little bit below. But there's nobody that's 50 and older that's buying Earth 2 right now. They don't understand it. So when you have these people saying like, oh, you could buy this place and rent it out to big corporations, you can get ad revenue. They're going to be buying all these. It doesn't matter if it's $10 a tile, $20 or $50 a tile. People are still going to be buying in locations where they can make a big house, where they could rent out to people that are doing their morning meetings in there, because nobody's going to be able to. Everyone's going to be working remotely from the office. No, we're going to have a morning meeting, but we're going to have it in this place. So that's why. Park Patel. And all right, so we are passing that $10 super chat from Raythax, saying song from the 80s. And Robert Manchetti said that was a song from the 70s. It was released in 76. I am an idiot. So how about 3, 2, 1. What is that Bon Jovi song where he has a oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Oh. So that song, I believe, was from the 80s. So I hope that satisfies that. And then we have Lynn X with a $2 super chat. Says Randy. Also, yeah, hit me up on Discord anytime. Lynn X, thank you so much for that $2 super chat, or €2 super chat, because I think Netherlands, right? Yes. So that is great. Wow, Carry On My Wayward Son's really 76? Wow. I was so far off. Sorry, guys. Enki Patrick says, greetings from Poland. Oh, well, thank you, Enki. Thank you. Much love to my Polish friends. Buster's Garage says, haha, I think a good example of people selling too soon is the person that had one of your tiles and sold for $1.20 to me. Yeah, I don't know why people why they sell their tiles. If the only time I've sold tiles in China before that were maybe like, $4 or $5 a tile or whatever they were. And then I sold 20 tiles for, let's say, $100. Then I was able to buy like 80 tiles, in Chaveztopia. So it doesn't make sense why. The only reason why I would sell is just to buy more tiles, because then the more tiles you get, the more chance you have of getting a giant number of that really rare resource. So that's why I would do it. I think good example of people selling too soon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Buster's Garage. Buy and hold, hodl those tiles, hodl that OMI coin. John Robert Yellen says, ha, sweet. I'm watching a bit behind, but I'm in the northeast of England, Durham, Newcastle. We could make it work. Whenever I go to England, I usually go to Kent. Kent is right outside of London, maybe about half hour, 45 minutes away. And London. So funny story about this time I went to London or Kent, and this girl Jadine, who we were intimate together with, and we had already. So it's not like I was trying to smash. Like we had already smashed. We were like together for that couple days. She's like, "Hey, do you want to go to Club GAY?" And I was like, "Well, I've never been there. What's it like?" So, it's really cool. It's a fun nightclub. And I'm thinking like, okay, I'm in Europe, Club GAY. I'm just thinking it's just pronounced a different way, and it's not actually Club Gay. But when I went there, it was gay club, but it was still fun. Like I'm not gonna lie, people hitting on you and saying that like the propositions I was granted. I hope that doesn't demonetize me. Yeah, it's really that was really fun. I was like, wow. Obviously sticking by JD the whole time. No, she's my like I'm with her. I'm not looking. But yeah, that was an interesting story. That was an interesting night. Andy Patrick says bought around 1.5 million OMI yesterday. Going to buy more this week. Heck yeah! I'm as soon as I hang up with you guys, which I was supposed to already, but you guys are so much fun staying on. I'm going to go to the bank, and once I go to that bank, I'm going to come back and I'm going to say, yeah, I bought more OMI. So my stream tonight after Guidebook Gaming is going to be like, I bought more OMI, and I have to replenish Bitcoin as well because I had 0.8 Bitcoin, it was down to 0.4. And I bought a couple grand worth yesterday worth of Bitcoin, so it's like 0.41 now. I really need to replace that because I sold a lot for OMI. I get 5 million OMI. So Ricky Martinez, what's going on? He says, did I miss the part where Earth 2 delay? How bad is the delay? It's delayed. It's probably not going to be in Q2, so it's probably not going to be in the first half because they have to announce their crypto first. They're not going to announce phase 2. And then in phase 2 they have a crypto, and that's how we find out. That would be really crazy if they did. If that's how they announce crypto, is they announce phase 2, they start it, and then starting phase. Oh, this is the coin that we're getting. Oh, that would be pretty crazy if they did that. That would be such a rush. That'd be mass confusion. People would be super pissed. People would be super pissed, saying like, "Oh, well, I didn't know. Now everyone else bought this in-game currency at 10 cents, and now it's $22." Like. Yeah, that they would be super pissed, but them's the breaks. At some point, can we get one more like so I can get to 69 likes? That'd be amazing. What would happen at that point? Either way, people are going to be pissed anyway. People are going to be pissed that you have the when they announce OMI token. Oh, I didn't hear the announcement. I was asleep. Oh, boo heckin' who? We got 69 likes. Everyone comment nice down below for that 69 likes. Greetings from Dublin. Oh, Monica Mibis. Next time I go to Dublin, that's where I go. Gonna go with you. Let's share a drink. My friend Lilith might be coming with me. William Coulter says, Randy. IT Assist says, real talk. William Coulter, you're my bro. You're my bro, Seth. Jay Silva says, when did you buy OMI, Randy? I showed it to you in February. I should have bought when you said. I didn't buy until a month ago, maybe, give or take. I just, at that point in February, I was still working the Pokemon business. I was still working the high-risk lending business. I literally just got into this place. I was moving. There was so much that I was doing in February. I was not in a good way. I was not in a good place. So I didn't have time. But then when I did have time, I was like, oh, okay, there we go. And again, William Coulter with that $2 super chat. You baller. Will is a moody. So yeah, Will is a moody SOB, and yes, I'm definitely texting and driving. Will Coulter, yeah, he was moody a lot of times. He was in bad mood a lot of times, but he is a chef, and every time we used to go out to eat, you don't have to worry. You just hand him the menu. What do we need to do? And he's just like, all right, you need to get this. Can I get a hot plate with this? I need this type of wine, this type of water. And also, part of the reason why I think my first date with Danielle was successful, why I have a girlfriend, was because of Will. Because like, all right, Will, I asked out a girl, and she said yes. What do I do? And he's like, gotta take her to a nice restaurant. Where's a nice restaurant? And he gave me a couple different places. Like, oh, Lamella, New York City is perfect. Looks at the menu, you get this, and this, and this. And I was like, okay. And it was a success. It was a raging success. Y'all can probably figure out why. So, Alone says, wait, what? Avril Lavigne equals ultimate queen? Yeah, Avril Lavigne is my bae. Canadian princess, always a queen of punk rock. Didn't know you like Avril. Her voice is a 12 out of 10. Avril is my homegirl. Actually, we're past an hour and a half, so. He was a skater boy. She said, see you later, boy. He wasn't good enough for her. Now he's a superstar, slamming on his guitar to show pretty face, see what he's worth. 5 years from now. Oh, man, I listen to that song still every day. Like I've heard that song probably more than any type of Green Day song or Blink-182 song or Hollywood Undead song, psychosocial song from anything. Fist bump, pow, IT assist. We are $5 million homies, $5 million OMI homies. I'm all right. Only 9 minutes behind now. Jay says hi. Darkstar says super bras, super brassy. The longer OMI stays down, the better for us in the future. Yes, exactly. The lower the price is, the more OMI that gets burned. That's another thing. So you want it to go as low as possible because when somebody has $1 worth of gems, or they put in $1, they get 1 gem. That's their stable coin. Once they do that, and they spend that $1 worth or $1 worth of gems goes in there, that gets burned. So $1 worth of gems could be, if it's a penny, it's 100 gems. If it's half a penny, it's 200 gems that get burned. So the lower the price, the more gems that get burned. Stay down here, burn as much as we can. That's only better for us. The less that there is out there, the more valuable it is. Jay says, I bought too many levels. I hope to buy more if it goes much lower. Yeah, same, 100% here. IT says, my parents are oink, shield OMI to everyone. Yeah, good job, parents. Lynn X, again, that $2 super chat says, Randy, hit me up. Of course, Lynn X, you are my bae. You are my bae. Jay says, what is that list? That list is my Patreon members. So for those of you that Earth 2 that haven't really seen it yet, they're kind of new viewers, that is my referral code. If you want to buy tiles in Earth 2, get 5% back using that referral code. But these are all my, and the ones that are in the Meow Gang, like E2 Lone Wolf, those are ones that are $20 a month. Most of the rest are between like 1 and 10, except for Wraithax over there, who's a friends and family member, which is a $100 a month, who's absolutely bananas insane. So I love him for that. Yuki says, ew, are you referring to Avril Lavigne? You best not, Yuki. Lynn X says, from Lithuania, but we'll study. Okay, you're studying in the Netherlands. Gotcha. You remember something. No, I knew you mentioned Netherlands the other day, but Lithuania. Okay, 100% Lynn X. Ooh, Amsterdam, Leiden, where you study. Interesting. Lynn X says, Jay Arnhem. Squid Cat, oh, howdy, says, I'm ready to buy any coin from E2 and lots of it to the heckin' moon. Yes, 100%. Squid Cat, I am right there with you. I'm only 4 minutes behind on comments. It only took me like an hour and a half, but I'm caught up. Jay lives in the Netherlands as well. So Superman says, I feel sad that OMI is crashing. I missed out on a good discount. At what point did you buy OMI? I've been buying between 0.077 and 0.055. And I'll buy today at whatever it is after I go to the bank. So I'll continue to buy more as much as I can. Because that eBay payment cleared. Although now I just looked at the taxes, I'm going to have to put a butt ton on taxes. Jay says, this coin is a hidden gem. Do you know why? This coin is not listed on the big exchanges yet. Well, it's hit. Do you know why it's hidden? Because it's only on a couple exchanges yet, because nobody knows about this yet. This only started a couple months ago, the VV app. It was in beta up until like 2 weeks ago. And it was only having drops once every couple weeks. Now it's having drops every week, and soon it'll be twice a week. I think they are lying when they said that, yeah, we have 5 or 6 years worth of product that we're ready to roll out. I think they have 20 years. I think they have multiple decades of product ready to go, just because that's what the licenses that they have is enormous. And they've said in the past, we want Pokemon, we want this. And then recently they've said, yeah, any license that we've wanted, we've gotten. Of course they have Pokemon, but they haven't announced it yet officially. I don't think they've even announced Marvel officially, but they have it. We saw that in their source code. We saw that that's exactly what they have. Moving on. Very, very nice. Bad weather every day. Sucks about Netherlands. Jay Silva says, I know the question isn't for Mew, but I bought $100 worth of OMI and it gave me 100K OMI, and I regret not buying more at that time. Yeah. Wow. So OMI must have been super cheap back then. Go on, and yeah, everyone does. Everyone regrets not getting as much as they could. IT Assist says, what's the list thing? Yeah, the list thing again. My Patreon members. Patreon link down below for anyone that wants to join as well. Jay says, buying the dips. All right, Alone. What we got here says, Push from Avril on the Walmart video on YouTube is probably the best female singing I'll ever see in my life. Most everything that she does is great. Even that last verse of Avril Lavigne, which is like, sorry girl, but you missed out. Well, tough luck, that boy's mine now. That is the ultimate, like if you sing that at karaoke is revenge. If your ex is in the audience, like, we are more than just good friends. This is how the story. Like I listened to that song so many heckin' times. Gotta listen to Hour right now, right after the stream. 100%. New Skater Boy. Not I'm with you. What is the one with so much for my happy ending? That's one of my favorites as well. A friend of mine bought 9 million USDT on coins. Oh my god, wait, so he bought 9 million USDT. Did he buy that so he can buy OMI? Or did he buy that just, let me know. Superman says, in your opinion, how much OMI is enough? Well, it depends what your goals are. It depends what you want. If you just want to retire, maybe 500,000 OMI. And it depends how old you are too. Because I believe in the 2030s, it's up to $5. I think it gets up to maybe $3 by 2030, and in the mid 2030s, like $5. Because again, OMI is going to continue to be burned always, and they're not going to just stop releasing NFTs. That is a money printing machine for them, and I'm not selling. I'll sell a little bit at 50 cents just to be able to scale and say, all right, take part. But also, if it reaches 50 cents, I'm not selling anything before a year. Even if it reaches $1 tomorrow, I'm not paying those capital gains tax on short-term capital gains is so high. Even long-term capital gains, when you hold for a year or more, it's not as much, but it's still high. I'm not. Whatever it could reach $1 tomorrow, I'm not selling. I can't. I'm not paying like millions of dollars in capital gains tax. I hate the government. I hate them so much. Moving on. Lower levels. OMI homies. Never heard that. $97 just gave me another 17,500 OMI. Get that bread. I think that is money well invested, in my opinion. Jay says, because of the friend, we are in this coin, but he knows what he's talking about. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bought OMI with 9 million USDT, or you bought $9 million worth of, you bought $9 million worth of OMI. That's a lot. and you'll probably be probably be a billionaire at some point. John Dory says, hi, Randy. How's it going, John Dory? Howdy. C-Spill99 says, I want to be a millionaire. I'm 40. Okay, so if that is the case, if you want to be a millionaire, let's say getting a million OMI, and get a million OMI and then wait, not even 10 years, but that'll be $1 per OMI, probably, like I said, mid 2020s. And again, I'll let you know if at some point I'm like, okay, well, now based on the charts and now based on everything, it might not reach it then. It might reach it in 2028 or 2023. It might be sooner. I'll let you guys know. I still think 10 cents by the end of the year. It'll probably do a short-term dip, what May 9th or 10th or whatever, when they all liquidate a little bit of their stuff. But long term, like I said, this is just the beginning. This is the first inning we're still in. He is a whale. That is why I'm in this. I'm a huge whale. Well, no, I'm a whale in considering that, I have 5 million OMI already, but I'm a whale in that I will be putting 6 figures into this, well over 6 figures. But I'm not a whale as far as there's some actual millionaires in here, like Investor Ali, Alex, Predict. There's actual millionaires that can dwarf whatever I do will be writ small by their deposits, by their gains. Freedy Mercury says, thanks, Randy, for everything. Take care and see you. We appreciate everything you do for us. Cheers, mate. Cheers, Freedy Mercury. Thank you so much. I'm 2 minutes behind on comments now. I'm going to finish these comments. I'm going to bounce. So it's supposed to only be an hour and a half today. I will stream tonight again after Guidebook Gaming. Bang Arrow Superman says, where can I buy OMI, guys? Buy on Bit4X, or you can buy on Gate.io right now, or like Jay says, BitMax apparently. And then what you need to do is buy Bitcoin on, I think, Coinbase, and then send that to Bit4X or Gate.io, whichever you prefer. And then you buy USDT with that Bitcoin, and then with that USDT, then you buy OMI. That's how you do it. Jay Silva says, if you want another shill, check out Money JUP, made by former intelligence security agency. It's got DoD clearance, is developing super encrypted messenger app, cheap fee NFT platforms that our marketing hasn't started. I will check that out. JUP. Okay, yeah. Let me know where I can find that though, where I can check it out, if there's videos on it or anything. Superman Soup says 9 million USD to buy OMI. That huge. Oh my God. So it's not just 9 million OMI, it's $9 million to buy OMI. That's all. At that point, I'd just split. I'd say, okay, half of that's going to OMI, half of that's going to Bitcoin. And maybe keep 500,000 for, like, God forbid, bills or other dips or whatever. Wow, that's a lot. Maxwell Cook says BitForex is what I use at Bengia. Oh, okay, BitForex is what he uses. Nicole Smith, howdy, says, can we get to a penny first? Yes, 100%. Probably in the next couple months, in the next month or so. Jay Silva says, user Ascendex, BitForex is sketchy. I haven't used Ascendex, so it might be BitForex has worked for me and Ari Realty, but again, I'm not really well versed in that to say like, oh, this is sketchy versus this. I just know it works for me. Jay says, my friends are millionaires. This is what they do with extra money. Wow. Yeah, I mean, and I think if they're holding it long term, they're going to do themselves a very, very good profit. But if they buy it just to sell it at a loss, they're doing themselves a huge disservice. It glitches. Oh, all right, so it does glitch. CS Bill says, do you plan on taking out your initial investment at any point? When it reaches 50? No. Well, maybe now because I didn't put in that much, but when I put in 150,000, to take 150,000 out, I would have to be multiple millions of dollars to take 150 out because and if I do, it would only be to fill philanthropic goals. But for the most part, I'd probably sell Tesla before I would sell OMI. Which I don't want to sell anything, but it depends. If YouTube grows and suddenly I have 20,000 subscribers and I'm making a couple grand a month, or a lot each month, then I don't need to sell anything. That'd be great. But you guys are great. Like again, over $125 in super chats today, just this morning. So you guys are absolutely amazing. I love you guys for that. Being able to try to support myself like this is great. Benji Supran says, thank you. Jay says, listen to me. There are other millionaires in this coin. Believe me, I know them. I know them in person. So again, Jay, like, let me know what they're doing. Congrats. Maxwell Cook says, thanks, Randy. Good luck at the bank. Thank you. That's why I'm in this coin. Maxwell says, now to finish watching last night's stream. Yes, all right. I'm going to bounce, guys. Nicole Smith says, ADA sends faster than Bitcoin and is cheaper. 100%. I don't know if Cardano will be cheaper than Ethereum 2.0. Whatever is, things are improving, and it's good for crypto in general. Ando says, Hopecoin is a gem. Oh, Hypecoin is a gem. Check this out. Security protocol for blockchain. I will. Ando says, $9 million market cap, high risk investment, not a financial advisor. Good to know. All right, everyone say bye-bye to Deshi. Bye-bye, Deshi. I love you all. All right, what is another thing that I can end this with? I'm just going to end with Apple. Sorry, girl, but you missed out. Well, tough luck, that boy's mine now. We are more than just good friends. This is how the story ends. Sorry that you couldn't see the man that boy could be. Bye, guys. There is more than meets the eye. I see the